Hey everybody, it's Matt with People's Mortgage. Hope you're having a good Friday so far. Looking forward to the weekend. We got some good news today. People that are looking to do like a lower down payment for a purchase, or even potentially for a go to a higher loan to value for a refinance, got some good news. There are two loan options, one through Fannie Mae, which is called a Home Ready, and one through Freddie Mac, which is called a Home Possible. Those are both conventional type loans. And we just found out today that the income limits for those are going to be increasing as of May 18th, so just in a couple days. What that means is that more people will be able to qualify for those loans. With it being a lower down payment option, most loans like that do have income limits. And again, Freddie and Fannie just announced that they're increasing their limits for most counties. There are a couple counties that the actual limits went down, but I think for the majority of our area here, we had a nice little increase to the income limit. So if you're not familiar with Home Ready or Home Possible loans, let's take a quick look and see what kind of benefits they offer. So as I said, the Home Ready option is through Fannie Mae, Home Possible through Freddie Mac. For all practical purposes, they're pretty much very, very similar. Some of the key points. With either one of those options, you can go up to a 97% loan to value, which means you only need 3% down payment. You can go to 95% with what's called a non-occupant co-borrower. So what that means, if you have somebody that is willing to kind of co-sign for you to help you qualify, but not live in the house, you can do that, but you can go to 95%, which is still pretty good. It does have to be your primary residence, but you can own one other property. So if you own a property now and are looking to purchase a new primary home, you can use these options and still qualify for that. You do not have to be a first-time home buyer. Next, the income limit. What it is, it's 80% of what they call the area median income. So for example, and that does vary from county to county. For example, if they said the area median income for a certain county was $100,000, that would mean that you'd have to make $80,000 or less to qualify for this product. Okay, and again, it does vary by county, so I did include a link in the post here, so you can click on that and see, what county you live in, what the income limit would be. Another good thing. There is no minimum borrower contribution required. What that means is technically a borrower could get a gift from somebody, from family, to cover their down payment. And if the seller's covering all their closing costs, that's perfectly fine. There's no minimum requirement that a borrower has to contribute to the transaction. Reduced mortgage insurance factor. For most loans, anytime you don't put 20% down, there's going to be that mortgage insurance that you always hear about factored in one way or another. With these loans, the factor that they use to calculate that amount is reduced though. So you can go up to 97% and get the same factor that a quote regular conventional loan would have at 90%. So it's going to save you money because they have a reduced factor that they use to calculate that mortgage insurance for you. You can use rental and boarder income to qualify. You are allowed to use up to 30% of your qualifying income can be from that rental or boarder income. And then finally, if all borrowers are first-time home buyers, remember, you don't have to be, but if all borrowers are first-time home buyers, they do require that at least one of them takes a home ownership course or home buyer course. Okay? They want to make sure that you're having the best success to be successful, the best chance to be successful in your new home. So keep this in mind. If you're out looking for homes or been thinking about making a purchase, this might be a great option for you. Like I said, they just announced that as of May 18th, for most counties, the income limits have gone up. Again, there are a couple that they actually went down, so make sure you check the link that I provided. But I hope this is helpful, gives you another option to be successful in your home ownership goals. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Hope you have a great Friday and a great weekend.